Hey, good morning, Porch pals. It's me and Nugget. Pam. I'm Pam. I always forget to do that. Anyway, and this is Nugget. Yeah, I told you he's sick of listening to anything I have to say. Anyway, I just wanted to check in. The channel, our porch here, oh my gosh, it's growing. It's amazing. Last night I went to viewing. I think I told you all I was going there. Friend's mom had passed, but I hadn't seen, I was reading, so let me take these off. I hadn't seen people in many years. It was in an area I used to live, and some of the people I haven't seen in, I'll say 5-10 years. And I had lived in that area for, I'm going to say like over 30 years. And it was really kind of a wake-up call, eye-opening situation. Oh my gosh, I love my coffee. I keep saying I need to quit caffeine, but it's not happening. But the wake-up call was, right, we look at ourselves in the mirror every day. I do. And honestly, I feel like I'm seeing my mom more and more. She's been gone 15 years. But we don't pick up on the passage of time the way that when you see people you haven't seen in 5-10 years, and we're all getting older, right? Over 50 for sure. You know, I'm 60, and some of these people 70s, 80s, and it was a real eye-opening wake-up call, kind of how much time has passed and how much time might be left. And I don't mean a wake-up call in terms of like the people look different, but yeah, they do. And I'm sure I do as well. And it was just a stark reminder of how much time is passing, but not necessarily for me right now in a way that's making me feel sad and like, oh my gosh, I'm out of here or whatever. I have some pretty strong, I think, faith and stuff like this that kind of have a perspective and a framework about the cycle of life, I suppose. But it reminded me of like, what the heck am I doing, right? If we all knew we had only so much time left, I think most of us would be doing things different. I still work full time. I need my paycheck and I like my job. And in many ways, I think it's healthy for me. But y'all know I've made videos about, on my main channel, Solo Second Half, about the retirement community experience and the perspective it gives and how it's maybe not, for me, healthy to be living all around people of one age and everything like that. And I have these little dreams of wanting to live maybe in a tiny home community. We've got the porch here, and I talk a lot about missing community, and I think a lot of us are feeling that way. Even the young people who maybe never experienced a porch or veranda. Somebody in Australia told me they call it. And other places around the world, I'm sure they have different name for the porch. But the sitting out front or chatting in the street long before phones and internet and social media, the younger people, they don't, I think, realize what they're missing, but they're human. And they know they're missing something. They're longing for something. I see it in them. When I speak with them, I hear it. There's a bit of desperation there and a longing. And I get it because I'm missing it too. I do know what it was. And I think we're all feeling that. So, yeah, I'm going on some ramble somewhere. But you've heard me talk about maybe wanting to move to like a tiny home community where, in my mind anyway, I envision, a fire pit where we gather and chill and laugh about our days. You can't laugh anymore. We're on here, you'll see me chuckle sometimes, but I miss the looking in the eyes, the smiles, the laughter. And, I'm dreaming of like a community where it's a diverse group of people, all walks, even dogs. And my baby here. Am I ever really alone? I don't think so, right? But I truly miss that. And I know. And it reminded me, like, well, Pam, what the heck are you waiting for? We think we have all this time left, and well, I'm going to do this in 5 years, and in 7 years I can, collect this amount, and if I just do this, and it's really making me think even more. Somebody's weed whacking out there, I think. So sorry if the noise is crazy, but it's making me think, are there ways I can make this happen sooner rather than waiting? And maybe try to make my dreams happen a little sooner than continuing to like put them off. Because maybe that putting them off point is not going to happen. I don't know. This whole thing has been a bit of a wake up, but in a good way. Maybe we all need that. Like, snap the hell out of it. Cher, Moonstruck, sometime in the 80s, right? Snap out of it. And that's a little bit of what I'm feeling. That life is saying to me, Pam, snap the hell out of it. You're not 20. You don't have the next 40 years to like do whatever you want. And health and ability is not a guarantee. Have you guys ever experienced this? Do you know what I'm talking about? Where these things, just natural things in life happen and they make us really wake the hell up. Like that light bulb, the share moment. It starts to happen. And I'm feeling like that a little bit from the, my gosh, I need more coffee, right? From going to the, the viewing, the wake, and not so much the person who passed. They had a wonderful long life and did everything they wanted to do. They were very blessed and fortunate. But in seeing the other people, it reminded me how fast time is passing and maybe how much of my time has passed and where I'm at. So I'm kind of rethinking things a little bit, I suppose. And I hope I can stick with this because sometimes that motivation goes. And at this stage of life, I don't think it's wise and a good idea to just keep tossing that motivation and the wake-up calls away like maybe we did when we were younger. So let me know what you think, what you're doing out there. Anybody who's made these moves to like a tiny home community or the big moves, let me know. I only moved here like 5 years ago, but I have to say I'm settled in for the most part. And, I live alone, a single woman, and the idea of like selling all this stuff, uprooting the family, and making big changes is kind of daunting. And right now I do have my full-time job where I go in the office. I like my job. I love the people I work with. I get paid well. I can't just walk away from that. There may be some more flexibility to work fully remote, and maybe I need to be looking into that more instead of being like, oh, they won't let me do it, or I can't, or whatever, Maybe it's time to get serious about looking into the options and what's available. Because sitting around is just not an option at this stage. Maybe it never was, but now I realize it. So like I said, I'd love to hear any of you that have made big moves and just said, you know what, screw it. This is a really wake-up call. I'd love to hear how you handle it and what you did. Like I said, I've only moved out here like 5 years ago, so I know moving can be daunting, very expensive. And there's a little fear maybe that you don't want to screw up, don't want to make the wrong decision. But sitting in the same place, that is a decision. And I feel like maybe that's not the right one either. And he seems kind of content. I don't know. So I appreciate you guys listening and all being here. I do want to get to the point with the channel where I do more lives. I've got to figure out like the best way to do them. Hopefully the sound on this video is a little bit better. Believe me, I'm just learning all this YouTube stuff at like 60. The main channel has really taken off, and I absolutely love that. But everything to do with the YouTube, the filming, the any kind of editing, sound and audio stuff, all of it, it's just me. And I just learned by do some Googling. Sometimes I ask ChatGPT how to do things. That's my little tutor, I suppose. And yeah, I appreciate everybody out there being like super patient with my learning. So thank you for being here. It's a beautiful Saturday here in New Jersey. I'm going to get outside, try to take care of my mental and spiritual well-being. Go for a walk later, try to look for some birds. Hopefully I can find some little migrating warblers still around coming through New Jersey. I do have to go to a funeral later, you know. It'll be the first time I'm going to church in a while, and kind of looking forward to it, because that might be a big change as well. Maybe that's something else I need for grounding, you know, and perspective and support, and I don't know, you know, I'm always open to whatever changes might come my way in life, and giving things a try and considering things and everything like that. But I probably rambled enough. I hope you're all having a great day. Let me know if you've done moves and things like that. Nugget is glad you're here, even though, like, I mean, he's kind of ignoring a little bit, right? He's even a little rude, like, I mean, giving you his butt, like, is this okay? I don't know. All right, guys, thank you so much, my porch pals. I really enjoy spending the time with you, and I'm glad you're here. I'm here for you guys too, you know. I try to get in the comments as much as I can, and we're going to take the channel in, I don't even know what directions yet. We're going to figure it out together, all right? Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. All the best to you. And from Nugget too.